Well, hey friends, we have a new collection that has arrived. This is one of the boxes. I may do two in this video. Not sure how much is in here. I need to get it checked in, so fortunately we're kind of caught up. We're able to break them open fairly quickly and then get the person paid out. So this one's gonna have a lot of D&D first and second edition, maybe some third. Let's see how they packed it in here. Looks like this is a big box of modules. A lot of first edition. Definitely played copies, but some good stuff in here. So let's just get into it and start rolling through it. So first off the list here, we've got a nice copy of an S1 pastel color from first edition. And it does have a little bit of pencil writing, I think. Not much, actually. It's very clean. Others, I know this is going to range. Like this B1 pastel is pretty worn. It's got a lot of discoloration to the cover. A little bit of staining up top there in the corner. Pencil writing, so that's a much more on the played side of things. Next up, we have an S2 White Plume Mountain in pastel. And does it have the map page? Sure does. Loose, but the tear out page is loose, but it is present. And looks like they wrote the location on the Greyhawk map where these are, and that one's in pen, unfortunately. If they're pencil, you can get erased. Other than that, that's really kind of a clean copy, besides that writing on it. C1, the Hidden Shrine of Tomokoan in pastel color. Looks like the tear out sections there. Doesn't have anything on the first page. That's a nice copy. Don't get a lot of pastel in anymore. Very worn copy of B2, so I'll probably go to Whatnot. Very worn copy of C2, Ghost Tower of Inverness. Again, that'll go to Whatnot. Mid-grade copy of A1, Slave Pits of the Undercity. I don't think I have that in, so looks like we got A2, the Secret of the Slaver Stockade, and it does have a price tag on the cover. I need to get a little better, a little more room so I can hold up the item. A couple copies of X1. We've got the red and the blue versions, and these are both got price tags on them. That blue version is much more worn than the red version. Another blue version of X1, and that one's in really good shape with a little scuffing to the back. 01 Gem in the Staff. It feels thin. Yeah, it looks like they cut something here. Character figures are all gone, so it was used at some point. Yeah, sorry about that. Had to cut out here. Got a phone call. So back to where we were. We had a very worn copy of EX1 Dungeon Land. It's a mid-grade, best played copy. This is a better version of 02, Blade of Vengeance, another one of those solo modules, or one-on-one modules, sorry. UK4, When a Star Falls, and that's in nice shape. Just a little bit of cover scuffing, very slight staple rust. Have to keep an eye on that. We got two copies of the Conan CB2 Against Darkness, so that's based on the second movie. And this has a little bit of staple rust. Has a price tag on that cover. This one has, a hint of staple rust. So, then a Conan CB1, and that one's in a very worn shape. So that one will be a tough one to sell on the website. This looks interesting. I don't think that's original shrink. It's inner outer wrap. I still got to do that video on how to tell shrink wrap. I don't think it's original shrink, but it could have been just a reshrink from back then because it does look very nice. So X8, Drums of Fire and Mountain, questionable shrink wrap on that one. T1-4, Temple of Elemental Evil, and that is pretty good shape. Does have the map book in there. No staining, a little bit of highlighting on a couple pages. Cover has a little bit of wear down this corner here, but pretty solid. A lot of times those are so faded. M2, Vengeance of Alpha K's, price tag on it, but otherwise in nice shape. A1-4, Scourge of the Slave Lords, got that price tag up top there. Big crease to this front cover. Does have the map booklet in there. So nice overall. M3, Twilight Calling, nice shape. Another DA2, Temple of the Frog, Black Morph series. Alright, this one is a rarity. I can't tell you the last time I had one of these in. Red Sonja Unconquered. Conan obviously tie-in. AD&D module, only one that they did, RS1. Very nice condition. It does have a couple spine creases, has the map, does have some staple rust. It's unfortunate. But these don't come in often at all. This is an original shrink wrap. OA2, Knight of the Seven Swords. And when I say I can tell it's original shrink wrap, and you're going to be able to see it in the camera here. See that line there? That's how the two folded over together and then were shrunk from there with the machines that they used of this time period. So when it doesn't have that fold, I start to question it unless it's a later second edition module or something like that. This is a very, very worn DQ1, the Shattered Statue with a busted cover, completely separated. It used to be super hard to get these. H4, the Throne of Bloodstone. Still not easy, but they're not as in demand as they used to be. Got the poster map. I think I spied some highlighting. Yeah, it's got a bunch of highlighting. I may have one that is missing a poster map, so I could swap that out. OA5, Mad Monkey versus the Dragon Claw. And I thought these were supposed to have a map, but I'll have to double check on that. Nice otherwise. Does have some wear. Isle of Dread, missing the outer cover, missing the back page, so that's kind of pointless. We're into some hardcovers here. Now, this is an early monster manual. How early? It's got the red interior. Third edition, so not a fourth edition. So a little earlier. It's got that different cover that you see on the typical ones. Another later monster manual. This is the orange spine version with the price tag on it, but pretty good shape overall. Looks like a card got put on, stickered in there. You've got a player's handbook, and again, it's got that funkier cover. I'm going to guess it's a 5th print. It does have the orange flyleaf, and it's a 3rd printing. So a little earlier than I was expecting, and it is in pretty good shape. So a 3rd printing player's handbook, very, very good for the age. And then a later orange spine player's handbook. DM guide. I think this is going to be your typical revised edition. Maybe not. Alright, it doesn't have the revised notation. So I'm going to have to do some digging in this to make sure that it is not a first print. I don't think it is, but maybe it is. Then we have Deities and Demigods, and it is the 128 page version. Very nice shape, very clean. I'm gonna go through all these to make sure there's no more writing or coloring of pages in there. I've got a little artwork on the front page there. Monster Manual 2, pretty good shape, a little bit of corner wear. Dungeoneer's Survival Guide, again, pretty nice shape. Dragonlance Adventures hardcover, some cornerware. Into the end of this box here. Dungeon Master Adventure Log for AD&D, first edition. It's got a lot of staining on it, some writing on the pages. I don't think I'll be keeping that. Lankmar, first edition, and it does have the map and a map booklet, and this one's in pretty good shape. I think I just sold my last one of those. I had a bunch of them for a while there. Dungeon Master's design kit, and this has 3 booklets in there. And they look pretty clean. It does have a bunch of staple rust, unfortunately. A little higher on the staple rust than I was kind of led to believe. Classics Volume 1 from Dragonlance, the first 4 modules in the super module format, and it does have the big poster map and the second map, and the character cards are still attached, so that's complete. I have several of them that are incomplete, but nice to get one that is complete. And we are down to our last items here. We've got a Sons of Azka with the poster map. This is a Hollow World module. A little bit of dirtiness to the cover, and then we have one of the booklets for Greyhawk, but it is incomplete, so well, nothing else in there. So I'm gonna stop there. That was a lot more than I was expecting in that box. We will see you on the next one. A lot of great stuff coming up in this collection, like that some early printing things that were surprising, plus that RS1 Red Sonja module. Those are tough to find. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we will see you on the next one.